The residents of Bryc0 in Portland are mourning the passing of a 44-year-old fisherman called Davis. According to residents of Bryc0 in Portland, the usual happiness has turned to sorrow since the passing of 44-year-old Michael Davis on Monday. According to one resident, 6 or 7 loud sounds were heard close to 4 minutes to 2. According to the resident, while nothing beyond the ordinary was noticed, he heard someone mention that they should hit the man. He said that later he ran through the bushes and he heard dogs barking at the persons. According to the resident, he came out and went up the road and looked across the road, and then as he noticed, he was standing in the middle of the road and he saw that Mr. Davis was at his gate. He said he immediately started to cry. He says Mr. Davis is also known as Eddie White. He said that immediately Eddie's wife also started to cry, and the entire community is completely in shock and overwhelmed by grief. According to police reports, Mr. Davis and his family were approached by 2 men wearing masks after returning home from an event close to 2 a.m. on Monday. The dangerous individuals who demanded that the group turn over their belongings opened shellings, hitting Mr. Davis while he was closing the gate. He was pronounced at the hospital, but other family members escaped without being hurt. According to the residents of Bryc0 in Portland, they believe that Mr. Davis was targeted for earnings from a fundraiser that he hosted on the weekend. According to the residents, they had a weekend sport jam on Saturday. There was no trouble. Sunday was his rest day. All of us there played, and they had games, they had drinks, and there were no disagreements. However, this unfortunate incident occurred on Monday. Residents have stated that they have no idea why Mr. Davis lost his life. However, they feel terrible about the incident. A Jamaican who was working in New York City to support his family on the island lost his life near a donut shop in the Bronx in New York, following a dangerous encounter between himself and a woman on Friday. The man who passed away has been identified as Stephen Stewart, 26 years old, who was living in the Bronx at the time of his passing. A report has stated that a male friend went to a nearby Dunkin' Donuts outlet and subsequently he, along with a woman, had an argument. The unidentified woman reportedly accused the Jamaican of standing too close to her and disrespecting her. According to law enforcement officers, Stewart and his friend decided to leave the donut shop, but they were reportedly tracked down by the woman and cornered near Holland Avenue and East 212th Street in the Bronx. The police believe that shortly after, the woman's boyfriend showed up and opened shellings, hitting Stewart. Both the woman and her boyfriend escaped the scene, and the police were subsequently alerted. They assisted Mr. Stewart to the hospital, where he passed away. According to the aunt of Mr. Stewart, the incident occurred. Her nephew was from Jamaica and had moved to the Bronx just 3 months ago. She said it is a sad situation. She said that Mr. Stewart was working at a restaurant in New York City to support his family in Jamaica. He left behind his sisters and mother in Jamaica, with the latter reportedly having to be rushed to hospital after learning of her son's passing. Family members in the Bronx are also overwhelmed with grief. Police in the Bronx are continuing their search for the unscrupulous individual and his girlfriend. Law enforcement officers carried out an operation in Portmore. One man was arrested and a dangerous tool was seized. Members of the Joint Anti-Dangerous Group Task Force seized a dangerous tool along with several rounds of accessories in Independence City, St. Catherine, on Sunday, March 13th. Reports are that 19mm Bryc0 dangerous tool along with accessories containing 3 were seized during a snap operation. One man has been arrested and charged in relation to the seizure of the dangerous tool. The Joint Anti-Dangerous Group Task Force continues to carry out its mandate. in relation to targeting dangerous tools, dangerous individuals, and dangerous groups. Investigations continue into this matter. Man was hurt in his right eye, and a licensed dangerous tool holder has been arrested. A licensed dangerous tool holder has been charged with causing harm with intent and illegal possession of a dangerous tool after he allegedly opened shellings hitting another man during a disagreement on Villa Crescent in Sunnyside, St. Catherine. 39-year-old Savage, a driver of Eltham Vista, Spanish Town in St. Catherine, was charged after being pointed out by the man who was hurt. Reports are that close to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, March 5, the two men had a disagreement, which resulted in a fight. During the fight, Savage pulled his dangerous tool and opened shellings on the man, causing harm to his eye. The man was treated at the hospital. Savage was subsequently arrested and his dangerous tool seized. His court date is being finalized by the police team in St. Catherine. We would like to extend our condolences to the families, friends, and relatives of the individuals who lost their lives. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.